Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Daily Smoke. What up, everybody? My name is Brother Jam.
Brother Los.
I'm Brother Roy.
We got Brother Black Hand on the cam as
On the
always.
ones and twos.
On the wheels of steel.
Bobby Black Hands.
That's a good DJ name.
The
when you
Black
think
Hands,
about
though, the scratch to go back.
The way that our shit used to look like, that was
Right?
yeah.
We've evolved. Now
evolved, you know.
we up to digital sampling now.
Exactly.
Right,
You got
right.
me.
But as always, y'all, thank y'all for joining us on another episode of the Daily Smoke. We do appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all busy schedule to sit with us for a little bit and talk about some things. We got a special guest, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But let's talk about our affiliates, if you don't mind.
Right.
First up, we got Bangin' 832 Radio, and if you want to check them out, go to bangin832.com. They post previous episodes of the Daily Smoke every Sunday at 7 p.m., but of course, they do have their own platform, so please go check out some of the things that they have. It's a Houston radio station. They got talk shows, DJs, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, man, they want us to do some more work with them. I forgot to tell y'all.
Oh,
Thank
yeah?
you for shouting them out. Absolutely. Thank you, Bang. Appreciate you, man. Y'all really showing us love.
Hey, we
Y'all showing us
appreciate
some
it.
real love. Thank y'all, man.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's a two-way street. It works for everybody. Okay, next up, we got Tamia's Touch of Care, massage therapy. If you want to get with life, get a massage. Okay, and if you please check her out at www.tamiaanderson.com. So be sure and check out it. And that's not only a black-owned business, but a veteran-owned business.
Sure enough.
So and she also does personal training. So please,
Yes.
hit her up, man.
Yeah.
Y'all stiff and they wear you out.
Hey, she can get them kinks out. If y'all watch Word Petition Show,
Yes.
she's got first-hand experience with it. She's been going to it on a regular basis. It's worth it. She said it's definitely worth it.
This Thursday, I think, is that episode with her and her other friend.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Episode with them. So check that out. Make sure y'all check that out.
Interesting episode.
Check out all our shit. 7
Please.
o'clock, 7 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Go back and watch
Friday,
old
Saturday.
episodes.
Right.
Saturday.
But we also have Coochie Jagalia Part 4, Relationally Speaking. And this, of course, is our sister, Lady D, Danessa Boland's next event.
Absolutely.
Coming up here soon. This is going to be October 8th. It's on a Saturday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Midtown Art Center, 3414 LeBranch Street, of course, here in Houston. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite for $30.
Yes.
And look under Houston events and then Coochie Jagalia, so that you can find it on Eventbrite. But please go check that out.
And we're going to be there.
Right, we're gonna be a part of the panel for a change, and not just me this time.
I think it's the second hour she's doing questions with us.
Right,
Really?
so it's not
Our-
just me this
About our
time.
social
Yeah.
wellness
Us.
and
We're going to be there.
So,
Mhm.
so
You
make
know
sure
what I
y'all
mean?
come
It's gonna be
check us out.
It's a steal. We charge you $30 a ticket. We normally get paid 80. You know,
Look, are we gonna make Bobby talk?
but you know, you know.
Are we gonna make Bobby talk for this?
We have to do things for with
I think we
come
might
out
have
here.
to.
This is a steal.
We're gonna have to
$30.
do like the dude in Bleak Cave. We gotta tap his partner.
You're right. You gotta
And his partner starts talking.
say something. Say something.
You know?
But all right. So please.
You get to see her and you get food.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right,
really?
that's right. She
You know,
is.
it's always-
What do you say, fool? Look at black people.
She always does
Well,
food. So yeah, so she's gonna get some food.
I
And it ain't
love
gonna be
black
no Popeyes chicken like last.
Yeah.
Man, whatever. First time I ever had them things. They was good. I kept going back.
Hey, but don't get me wrong. Hey, I love
Like,
Popeye
man,
chicken too.
good.
But I understand, Danessa, that was not the image
Right.
he was trying to portray.
We
It's all right with me,
We
Nessa.
gonna
It's
get
all
our
right
chicken
with
from
me.
Lady D's.
And last but not least, let's hit
Spiking
up
next
the Shrine of the Black Madonna by Black Marketplace. So please make sure y'all check that out every first and third Saturday of the month. So please make sure y'all go out there, support black businesses, and this is at 5309, I'm sorry, MLK Boulevard.
Yes.
And if you do want to check them out to be a vendor, you can go to their website at the Black.
Okay, always mess that
I
up.
always mess it up. TheBuyBlackMarketplace.com. Please check that out if you want to sign up for being a vendor. And a lot of the people that we've had on the show, a lot of our guests, Sweet Tooth, Cheesecake,
Cheesecake.
Tamika
Mike.
Anderson, all of those people, they have actually had representation or have had instances where they've been down here at this very event.
Spot shit.
Yeah.
So a
So
lot of different one of a kind art.
so these are people like when we talk about we understand this how important it is to support black business. We on the same page. So please go check them out every first and third Saturday of the month. And then of
This was
course,
special. So give us some dramatic. Give us some James Earl Jones today.
Absolutely.
okay, so make sure that you tune in on November 10th,
November 10th,
7 p.m. Central Standard Time
7 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
to Long Live the Arts as our very own word petition. Tiffany Scales interviews her special guest, the legendary Nikki Giovanni,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sure enough.
American poet, writer, commentator, activist, and educator. So please, when I'm telling y'all,
I want to see this interview.
Like
You wanna
she
see
is
this
one of the
interview.
Faces of the movement of the Black Panther Party. That's her face.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
this is the
That's her
voice
face.
of us getting the type of life that we have today.
You know what I'm saying? This is the face.
She was on the front line fighting for us, right?
Right. This is what we're doing. So make sure y'all
So-
tune in to November
Thanks for
10th, 7
Davis,
o'clock.
all
Long Live
thank
the
you.
Arts with the word petition.
For real. So we definitely
Not
got you
miss
coming.
that.
And if you do want to keep track of what's going on, if you need reminders or anything like that, or if you want to check out any of the affiliates that we've talked about tonight, go to our website, www.thedailysmoke.com. The is THA. Come on, don't act like y'all don't know. So please go to the website. You know, check us out, and we have links to all our affiliates up on the website, so you can definitely find what you need to do to get in touch with them, or utilize their business, I should say.
That's about other than TGIF, that's about the only thing that we still do things.
Bang.
Right?
TGIF is all things, but
Anything.
that's things. That's when we do things.
So please check us out. And if you do want to donate, please hit our Cash App, $TD Smoke. We appreciate anything. We'll take $1. We'll take 500. But whatever you might want to give. So we appreciate it. So how's y'all week been so far, brothers?
Cool.
Good. What's up, Dave?
Cool. What's up, David?
Oh,
What's
Mrs.
up, Mr.
Wilson in the house. What's up, brother?
Listen, DW
Mr.
Toy
Wilson?
Store.
Right?
Right there on MLK and McCall.
Man.
Hey man, shout out to brother David Wilson, man.
Many tours of us, boy.
He came out and hang with us. So if y'all watched the first episode of Black Hands Arcade, he came out and hung with us while we was playing Pathless. That's right. So if you want to come check it out, please do. But he gifted us, man, a couple of really incredible models.
Right.
Some Star Trek
That?
memorabilia. Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I was wondering where that came
He gifted those to us. Yeah, man. Man, brother, when I'm telling you,
Nice. Thank you, David.
I've known David since middle school, man, and when I'm telling you, it's always fantastic when you have brothers who just don't change. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
True.
you grow and you evolve because you're a human being, but at the same time, like certain cats, you find that okay, I know I can count on that brother no matter what the situation is. And he's one of those people, man. So shout out to you, Dave. Thank you for always standing with us. Thank you for always supporting us.
You know how I
man.
always saw Dave, man. This is Garthon's truth.
Okay.
I always saw David. This is Garthon's truth. I always saw David as like you on steroids. like Jonathan, and this is real talk. I really feel this way too. Like Jonathan is like a really nice individual. So if you have a problem with this man, like Jonathan, my first question is not what happened. My first question is, what did you do? Like, this is a very nice individual. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why John and I never have issues. Like, John is a real peaceful dude. You know what I mean? That's how he lives his life. He's a peaceful dude. He's not perfect, but he's a peaceful dude.
Right.
Everything about it. David is like that shit on steroids.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he is so damn nice that it scares me.
Dude, honestly, and
It scared
I get
me
what you're
so
saying
nice.
because I used to look at Dave in a lot of ways, and I was like, dude, I want to be like him.
Man, David
So,
is a really nice person, man.
Just genuinely a pure-hearted soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's all you can say, man. And
Nice person.
thank you, brother. Thank you for
Thank you,
always being
Dave.
there, man. Appreciate it.
Right.
But so other than that, man, how's everything been going? Dude, I finally watched Morbius.
Okay.
I was going to.
I told
The only
you
reason
not
I
to.
did this because Bobby said,
No,
waste your
okay.
time.
Okay, here's the thing. Morbius was not that bad. It went over the top in some ways that because of the way Marvel has conditioned us to react to superhero movies, we're not used to. DC doesn't even go over the top. Like the whole Smokey thing when he was like moving and jumping and stuff, it'd be one thing if you portrayed that as a part of his vision. But why is other people seeing him move smokily? He's not magic, he's a biological vampire. He's not an undead vampire. So why is there smoky tendrils every time he makes a move? There was subtle things like that was really just kind of pushing it way over the limit of like, okay, this is kind of, it looks stupid.
I love that.
We
shit.
like that shit though.
The stupid part. I was all about the stupid part.
And that's what I was about to
That part I
say.
was all about.
And that's what I was about to say. Because of all the negativity it got,
Yeah.
I went in with low expectation.
Right.
So because I watched it already with a low expectation,
It got
I was
better for
like,
you.
oh, this is not that bad.
It's not. It's not. The fight
So,
scenes are the same.
the fight- man, and
Fight
having I forgot his name. He used to be he used to play the doctor on Doctor Who. But having him as like the villain, another version of the same powers, I was like, okay, that's dope. I like that. That was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna have to check it out because, like, for me, I don't follow the comics, so all of
can't
it is
keep
a
up with
lot
it.
of action and shit, like that Thor Love and Thunder. It was a silly movie. I liked it because all the shit that went on, so I'm gonna have to check it out.
see, that would bring me to the other entertainment related thing I wanted to talk about. I'll just see what y'all thought about it. So I'm sure you've probably heard the whole hubbub, the controversy about Little Mermaid.
No.
Oh, with the black girl.
Right. So they're doing a live action Little Mermaid.
Okay.
And the role of Ariel is being played by a young black actress named
That's probably
Haley.
right
It's Haley Bailey. I always want to say Halle
That's the
Berry,
problem
but
right
it's
there.
Haley Bailey.
That's the
So, and beautiful young sister, right? Beautiful young sister. She's got long dreadlocks. Actually, that's her own hair.
Bob, black people don't know how to swim.
She's a damn mermaid. She's
But-
I'm just curious.
Honestly, the oldest mermaids, at least as far as the oldest stories about mermaids, actually come from from the Orishas back in Africa because dang it, I forgot her name, but one of the Orishas, she was actually, that was like one of her physical embodiments was as a half, upper half of her body was woman and the lower half of her body was a fish. So the imagery of a more than likely, but the image of a mermaid, as far as we know, as far as like human history goes, the furthest image of a mermaid actually comes from Africa. So if you really want to get historically accurate, all mermaids would probably be black.
They don't know how to swim. Man. Okay. But you mermaid.
I just saw some reels and it was like
Mermaid can drown.
kids reacting to it.
Oh yeah. The little black girls reacted
Oh,
to
they
it.
were like, "Mama, she's black!" Like it was something to see.
Shock
Like,
to their nervous system.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I watched a little
They couldn't
compilation
believe it.
video of that, like them little black girls reacting to it. It brought a tear to my eye, man, because you know
It is damaging.
it was
my
like
boy was like, "Yes, yes."
It is
Yeah,
damaging.
he couldn't believe it himself.
I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm like, wow. My first thought was, look how these kids act. Like they should have to do that in 2022.
You would think.
But so that's why it was so emotional. But
Gonna make it?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
But all right.
Okay,
You know, we got John next to you.
It's your turn now.
Okay. Right.
Good player.
We gotta find the thing that makes that
good,
breaks
player.
Ron down.
Ain't nothing gonna break me down.
We gotta find the thing.
unless our guest comes to the table and chair and tell me French's didn't burn down. There's no damn tears coming out of my eyes. Now, if French's burned down, you might get one.
Got to him.
Oh yeah, they did.
Maybe.
Yeah, they did. They
Okay,
did.
so
That's
it.
true.
Maybe.
So we need
intelligent white women.
we need older white women. That's what
Ooh, don't do that.
anyway, man.
Yes, sir.
Introduce our guest, brother.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I have the pleasure of introducing our guest this evening. The wonderful, the brilliant, the beautiful, the talented, the expressive, B-Tap Speaks. Check out, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the Daily Smoke, baby.
Hello.
There you go. Yeah, you family. That's right. That's right. You family.
Hey, that's how we
Girl, I smell good. I smell
I think that just
good.
hurt. I think that just hurt.
Yeah, you sit right here.
How you gentlemen doing?
We
doing good.
How
How
you
are
doing?
you?
I'm doing well. Thank y'all for having me.
No doubt.
We're really glad you joined.
I got, if I may ask, man. So now that you're sitting there chilling with us and hanging out with us, are you still as nervous as you were before?
Absolutely.
Really?
We in the
We
first
got you.
minute.
We got you. We got you.
You got 4
We
more
got
to go. You good.
We got
you.
you.
Okay.
We got
To
you. Give
4,
us
you
time.
good.
Give us time.
All
We
right.
got you. We got you. We got you. Give us time.
She gonna check and watch. Okay. But all right.
So tell us about yourself, love.
So I am B-Tap Speaks. I am a Houston poet that travels, so people outside of Houston have TV. I am a podcaster. I am a host and MC. I'm a mom.
Jack of all
a black
trades.
woman,
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically Superwoman. Okay.
Okay.
Is that how that song went?
So do you know Carmel?
And since we said that name, shout out to the word mortician, Tiffany, for, bringing us together.
Thank you.
Hey,
She's an
Tiff.
amazing individual.
Now, you want to talk about good-hearted individuals.
Man.
That sister,
Man.
you know, we've managed to really
Make
encounter
that-
some incredible women on this journey to getting this thing going. And we've happened to hook up with 2 of the most amazing women. And thank y'all,
Absolutely.
ladies, Tiffany Scale and Vanessa Boland.
Absolutely.
Love y'all. If y'all watching or watching on the replay, just know we love y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. So what got you into to public speaking, broadcasting, what have you?
Ooh. Well, I was always a performer. I was in theater, basically from middle school up until graduation of high school. A whole thespian and everything. But it wasn't until it got to be a heartbreak. You know,
That's how it goes.
it was the heartbreak in 2018, and I just poured out my heart on pen and paper, and
Yeah.
even then I didn't let it out or anything, let anybody hear. One day I felt really heavy, and so I decided to go to an open mic. I had been seeing the sign, on the side of the street, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to stop by that place one day. And that one day
Wow.
I went, and that was the first time that I spit. That was the night I met Tiffany and a whole lot of other poets. And that night, after I performed, they asked me to perform at the Improv.
Very cool.
And I was just like, what?
Very cool. Exactly. You got us breaking out of
You just
goosebumps.
went one day and said, "The hell with it, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna get on this mic and talk."
You
I
know?
And that
did.
can't be, man. I don't know how you can do that.
I know. It's different, when it's like, because I feel like, even though y'all are interviewing B-Tap, I feel like Britney right
That's
now,
what's up.
Okay,
and
that's what's
so it's different when you're on stage and it's plenty eyes and you can't make eye contact with like every single person. You're just up there, you spitting or whatever.
You kind of go into the zone of it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell me
Absolutely.
more about this alter ego.
See, okay, you beat me to it because I was going to ask too. Wait a minute.
I'm so interested.
So
Share
we're
my
talking about
feelings
Bree and B-Tap are 2 different people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brittany is a lot more, it's crazy. Brittany is a little shy, a little timid, a lot softer around, people that I'm just get with and everything. I don't know, I don't want to say not as confident, but I have a wall in a sense. B-Tap, she gonna make you laugh. She gonna liven up the energy, the room.
Really?
When I leave the stage, you gonna remember my name.
Really?
Like I'm so serious. So it's just, I don't know, it's different. Like
That's so
Beyonce
cool.
and Sasha Fierce,
That's so cool.
Uh-huh. I mean,
That's so
can
cool.
I make that comparison?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like,
No.
Absolutely. You good with that, man?
That wasn't a judgment laugh, trust me.
At all.
Not a judgment
No,
laugh.
man,
I was like,
good.
nah, I get it because I
Get
pictured
it
it
all.
right at that moment. It hit me.
Yeah, for real. For real. Yeah, we just crazy. Don't feel bad. Get home.
Okay. Yeah, no, y'all definitely make me feel comfortable. It's just me in my head.
Good. Good.
Shy and quiet to buck.
Wow. So you just make the switch, huh?
I do.
You do.
I really do.
Is there
I
any
really
set
do.
ritual or a set of things you do to make the switch, or it just happens?
Absolutely. Don't talk to me.
Really?
Don't talk to when I'm about to perform. I am trying to recite because I didn't do it all the weeks before the show.
Oh, nothing.
She's that kid that would cram the night before the test. You know,
Nothing.
but I'm finna learn it tonight.
So that's
Fresh in your mind.
you know, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, yeah, I recite it. I'll go in a corner somewhere, and so if somebody try to come up to me like, "Hey, you good? You right?" I'll be like, "No."
Yeah.
You know, and when I hit the stage, it's like I ain't even have to practice.
Yeah.
You know, like it's really it's in me.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
So it's really an organic connection to the art for you, the ability to call upon it.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
said all that stuff, hardship, that's not right.
Yeah. I from that one little heartbreak, but then it turned into okay. I kind of found my voice, and people are listening to me, and I'm captivating people.
Right.
What else have I been holding in? What else have I
Right.
not said? BTAP speaks.
Wow. Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
What about your podcast? What's that involved?
Woo. So that was kind of like a vessel from the poetry, just realizing that maybe I haven't said all the things that I've ever wanted to say, needed to say. And not only that, what if there are others like me? And how can I present that to people? And so I thought of the podcast. I took it to some like a mentor, and I came with a list of episodes, and I'm like, here, what do you think about this? And he like, yo, you know, and I just wanted to create something where people of color, you know, men, women, young, old,
Absolutely.
can come together to a table. Even if it's I don't see your view, I don't see your view. Well, how can we come to a middle ground?
Right.
Or these are the things that I've always held in. Oh, you too,
Right.
we, you know, and so that's really, you know, what it was for me.
You know what that's called?
But
People's podcast.
That's exactly why we
Exactly what we're
started.
That was exactly
You used it exactly.
That was exactly what
Exactly.
started this, yeah. So it's so funny how we can all have that same synergistic energy to be motivated to do kind of the same thing around the same time, but we each have our own way of approaching it. So
Yeah.
we, of course, being guys, we're going to approach it from a certain point of view and perspective. But you being a female, and especially dealing with the things that you've done, you know, it really gives you a really interesting point of view. I think, you know, that's probably going to be the thing that draws most of your audience in.
absolutely, thank you.
Being that emotionally vulnerable and naked in front of the whole group, that doesn't bother BTAP.
With the poetry or the podcast? What?
I'm sorry, the poetry.
With the poetry?
Yes. It doesn't bother?
No. I feel like that is the one place where I can speak my like whole truth. No one can interrupt me. No one can say, "Oh, are you like this is my truth?" You know, I'm speaking my mind, and y'all gonna listen to the entire thing, and at the end of it, you take away from it what you want.
Very nice.
You know. And so, no, I feel like that the stage is my safe place.
Good for you.
You know.
Very good for you. Very good. Very good. Very good. It's good deep, man.
You
Deep.
interview people, or is it just you doing poetry or just speaking whatever on your podcast?
No, so I have interviewed people. I don't like to think of it as an interview because I want it to be a conversation like this.
Right.
Interviewing scares me. I think that's why I was saying like,
Oh.
but
I can get that, yeah.
Yeah. So I basically would have roundtable discussions of about anywhere 3 to 4 or 5 people. That way we have different faces, different walks of life, you know, to all talk about this one.
Have any questions for our guests, please call 281-968-1029. We do appreciate y'all voicing your opinion and asking
Release
questions. So
frozen.
please participate. Uh-oh. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a wind dust.
right.
Look, that's the ghost of the wolf thing.
Right.
Like, ooh, y'all having a good interview.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
Whatever y'all doing back there, y'all stop.
So,
It's not that backhand.
so we have poetry, we have a podcast. So what would you like to see this turned into for yourself?
Ooh. You know what? I have been in a state of, I don't want to say complacency, like I'm choosing it.
Right.
I ran into writer's block. Ooh, so real. I ran into writer's block, just trying to balance the art life and Brittany, you know, and the mother. And I don't want to work. I want to be an entrepreneur. Did that, and then it turned into me having to start working again, you know. So with that, I got a little bit discouraged, you know, a little bit unmotivated. And again, like, it's like, if I'm a poet and I'm a writer and I have a podcast, but writer's block has hit me, like, how can I, you know? So basically, to answer your question, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I mean, it's been, the poetry and the podcast began in 2018. And I think because my intentions were I'm about to be this huge performer and this, that, whatever, it just came. And I wrote, like, I went with it, and everything happened so fast. Winning 2021 Best Female Poet, you know, in Houston, all these shows, I'm traveling. And then it's just like, I feel like I have to keep up, right? And I have to top the last thing. And I don't know.
You know what, Brittany?
How
long you been in writer's block?
It's been, when was the last time I wrote anything? 8 months to a year.
Oh, so whenever this happened to me more often than not, when I worked with people that were, you know, like creators, and they would run into writer's block, they would get so frustrated for a year, 2 years. I've seen it go that long. And it never fails. Every time someone goes through an extended period of writer's block, when they finally create something, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Even if you look at like Beethoven and Mozart and those guys, like, you know, even a lot of artists or what have you, people knew them when they was younger, they made a lot of money and they disappeared. And then all of a sudden they showed up and they did something totally new that's going to change the game. But it was a period of silence for them, you know? So you may be going through that.
It's not writer's block, you're charging up.
Oh, ooh, come on, because I've been trying to, like, what else can I, because I don't want to claim that, you know, but, okay, all right, I am recharging. I really am.
I saw another thing you said you do. You do wedding MC?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
So, it's funny, I quit my job December 17th of last year.
Okay.
And I have a great friend, a great brother, Nard Got Soul. He makes a lot of custom sneakers. That's his profession. That's what he's been doing for, I don't know how long, whole entrepreneur. He just made some for Kevin Hart, made some for Kendrick Lamar.
Come on our show.
Look, boom, I will tell him.
Yeah, that's me.
So when he was the one that kind of was just like, hey sis, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know, I'm just like, this dog. You know?
Right.
But when I did that brother kept his word about, I'm gonna walk with you. I'm gonna, you know, show you what to do. Boom, boom, boom. It helped me with my merch, because at first I had someone doing my shirts for me, like the design and pressing. That turned into me pressing all my shirts and, you know, using his machine, just whatever. What was the question?
It's not the weed.
Yeah, boom. So in addition to him being a shoe artist, he also DJs. him and another guy, and they got with me and they were like, look, sis, like, we do the DJing, but with the MCing part, it's like you trying to find the music, but then you got the wedding party coming here saying, can you make this announcement? Can you do this? You know, da da da. And we've been looking for somebody. By this time, I had already held my own open mic, you know, on the fifth, boom, another stream of income. And so if he had a gig or Robert had a gig, I would go and MC the wedding. So that's making the announcements. When it's time to party, I'm on the mic, you know, getting the crowd hype and everything. And that I quit my job, but then I literally gained like 10 jobs,
right?
You know,
right,
but
right,
it was everything that I had been wanting. Like I'm getting paid to like get on the mic, you know, yeah. So that's the wedding MCing, and then boom, I get booked for a wedding to spit a love poem, you know, and so.
You suffer? You ever experience anxiety?
Oh.
Entrepreneurs, how do you manage that? That's isn't that difficult?
No, it really is. And so I am in therapy.
Okay.
I started therapy somewhere during like right before the pandemic, like really hit. Because I went to one session and then it turned into we could only do virtual. So that's how I remember when. Yeah. And so I had already pinpointed a lot of things. Like I want to pinpoint, I need to figure out why I operate like this, you know, all this kind of stuff. So even when I got into therapy, I did an assignment on myself and basically was like, here to my therapist. And she was like, oh, so you already figured this out.
Right.
April 3rd.
April 3rd. Okay.
Yeah. I'm in Aries.
You're in Aries.
Yeah.
Almost that Aries.
Okay.
Activate. Activate. That's what's up. That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
So, okay. All right.
So,
Look, you're like, okay.
That ain't perfect, you know what I mean? But you know, but hey,
No,
you got it. We close.
One of my best friends is Taurus, and actually somebody that I'm kind of like mad at right now. So, anywho,
I always wanted to get mad at Taurus. I'm just gonna tell you.
and Taurus,
Don't get too mad because we'll forget all about your ass.
Yes,
Like,
we were like,
you mad?
yeah,
You mad? Okay.
bet.
Let
Done.
me show you how to be mad.
But you have friends.
Yes. Hold on. No, but yeah. So I came to her, you know, telling her I think I realized like I suffer from fidgety. If I feel like something is going to make me anxious more than I already am, I'm going to avoid it. So I had looked up fear avoidance, just a whole lot of stuff.
You did your research.
I really did. And so with that, therapy started happening.
Good for you.
Therapy started happening. Therapy started helping me. Just having that outlet, you know, we can go to our friends, we can go to our family, you know, but will they really have like, are they just going to be your yes men?
Right.
Or, you know, like, can you actually give me some feedback that I need,
Right.
you know? So how it helps is writing and going to therapy. I had stopped going for so long, and then I just started back last week, and
Yes.
I picked up my pen.
Good for
That's
you.
crazy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for
Some
you.
tea.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, that's right. Mr. Brown. What's up,
Come on,
brother
De Niro.
Brown?
Hey.
What's happening? What's happening? Y'all call in, man. Y'all know the numbers at the bottom of the screen. 281.
Say 1029.
Call in, man. Talk to us for real.
Talk to B-Tap.
So,
Speaks.
I got a
Speak to
question.
B-Tap.
B, I got a question. I have been so excited to talk to people. So I'm going to ask you this. What have they lied to us? What, not if they lied to us. What now?
Wait.
What have they done now? Talk to me. We are listening. What have they done?
You know, having the school system that we have to operate in, I feel like just destroys the individuality that everyone is.
Agreed.
You know,
Absolutely.
like we are so conditioned, and we later later on have to try and figure out, I think, like who we are, because now we operate basically all the same. It's look, I'm not the most woke person.
You
or
fine. You make
anything.
perfect sense. You make perfect sense.
But so the unconditioning of it, for me, is being a mother and knowing I can't afford private school because they don't, they don't follow the public school curriculum.
Right.
They can,
It costs like college.
But
I mean, all you're doing is changing masters, just going from a public school to a private school, but they still, they all enslave the mind.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
That's
true.
really what
That's
it's
true.
designed to do.
Mm-hmm. So, at one point, I thought about homeschooling,
Sure.
but I didn't feel capable enough because of just how I was conditioned. I'm like, I would hate to pull my child out of public school and then
That's silly.
Wow.
Silly.
You be getting up in the morning and come out, okay, do some schoolwork.
That algebra,
recess, go down.
that algebra hard.
Tomorrow's show on Tomorrow's Long Live the Arts, the lady that's on there, one of the Muslims lady, she talks about how she took her children out to take
Really?
and how they're running so much more in homeschool.
Oh.
And I'll get to see that tomorrow on Long Live the Arts.
So do you know if she homeschools or
Yeah,
if
no,
it's
she
like
said that she did homeschool. She talks about it, how,
okay,
she thought it was good for one kid, and then the other kid, she brought him on too, and then now she does all her children. So why tune in tomorrow Long Live the Arts?
See, and I agree with you. I've thought about it when my kids were younger. I thought about it, but I when I looked into it, I was like, okay, this is a lot of work.
Right?
are you a whole
seriously.
teacher?
Yeah, I mean, like literally, and it gave me a new respect for teachers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, y'all are really, it's not as simple as you think. It's not like, oh, we're just going to sit and talk and I'm going to explain some stuff to you. No. To actually have a curriculum and be able to structure the way a child learns, and everybody's gonna approach it slightly differently. But I really had to look at that and go, yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did explain to my kids when they were younger, like, okay, the education system is going to be some bullshit. It's like, so don't think I don't understand that. I say, but I still need you to get through it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I need you to do this. So we're going to work on it and I'm going to make sure you get through it. But just understand, I'm going to teach you a lot of important shit at home.
Make no mistake about it.
Yeah, and not even just like the work, it's there has to be structure.
Sure.
I definitely understand that.
Sure.
But it takes away, what if somebody is just a natural leader and works well with leading their own selves, but it's always not until I say so, raise your hand, you can't do this,
the rules.
Yeah, I'm rebellious, so.
Nothing wrong with that.
Maybe it's just
nothing wrong with that at all.
So I definitely try to balance. No, I do balance. I balance my child obviously needing her education, and so listen to your teachers. Do what you're supposed to do. But I really try to push when I see that she's into something. When she loves to draw,
good for you.
I'm just like, we about to buy these
good for you. Good for you.
paint. You want to do some hair?
Mom.
I ordered a mannequin.
Good job, Mom.
Exactly.
Good job, Mom.
So
Good job.
that's
Because you want to feel supported. You know what I mean? Like when you have all these interests and you're a kid, man, like your parents are like God. You know what I mean? And when you like saying, you wake up, you're like, hey, man, I want to get into baseball. And then dad or mom come down and they got the baseball and the bat and getting you into a baseball league. Like they support me.
Yeah.
So you feel better and it helps your self-esteem. Even if you stop 2 years later and now you're in the karate, they still right there supporting you, man. That really builds your character.
Yeah.
It really does. Good job, Mom.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
It sounds weird to say good job. I mean,
Yeah, man, for real. My mama did it with me. Absolutely.
that's
It's a
good.
skill.
We have to do that. We have to do
Yeah.
that. My kids were the same way. They're real creative types for the most part. And so it's like you encourage all of that stuff. And you wind up with kids like my daughter, if she wanted to, she could go into, she was in art competitions when she was in high school because we had encouraged her to do stuff like that when she was so much younger. Same one who bakes and she bakes for fun.
Really?
And, like, oh, wait. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
going to get in the
brilliant
kitchen and I'm
thing.
going to make a 3-layer cake.
Wow.
Oh,
She's brilliant. She's talented.
Okay.
She's great.
you know, but you encourage those things when they show an interest in it, and it builds their character.
That's
and
right.
it helps her because she does deal with some anxiety and things like that. And the things she's gotten good at being creative helps her deal with that in certain situations.
You know what, man? I noticed, this is my own personal observation. I've noticed that anxiety is having fun.
That's one of my poems.
Look at anxiety like went out the roof after COVID. It's like two different societies. We already were on that path towards medication and being overly medicated. You know what I mean? We was already on that path. But damn, man, like when COVID hit, like anxiety went out the roof.
Oh yeah.
It was just a lot of unknown.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
you said isolate. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Isolate.
Isolation. That's right.
Not used to being isolated.
That's exactly
Exactly.
right, Bob.
I mean, we're designed to be social creatures, so if we don't have that opportunity,
Plus, our
then
phones nowadays we communicate with peers. So we were already getting away from being around people.
Exactly.
And now, when we have to be around people, then that follows us. Shit.
See,
Mm-hmm.
I
that's
didn't go nowhere now, even though I didn't go anywhere anyway.
that's why I can't really. That's what, for that reason alone. It's why I can't really go, 100% on board with children being in like these isolated learning spaces. I think, when they get beat up by the bully, when they have to go and deal with the stinky little kid every day, you know what I mean? You have to deal with the little girl that got the crush on you. You have to deal with the person that's sad and alone and keeps to themselves. You have to deal with them.
Yeah.
And if you start dealing with all these types of personalities in a structured environment such as education and you're learning things, I think that makes you more holistic. If you take those people and you start homeschooling them, the first thing that goes out the window are their social skills. And you know it immediately.
I'll agree with you wholeheartedly on that. But the thing about it is, with our education system, we have to make sure that so kids are going to school in part for socialization. No problem. But let's make the education that they get
Agreed.
worth the time that they're spending there in the building. Kids go to school like we go to work damn near.
Yeah, that's their job.
You
know?
And there's been studies that even show like right now, as far as America's concerned, our school days are too long, but that's another conversation. But you have these situations where these kids are going to school and they're really learning stuff that's useless. It's the education system that we have is designed to produce factory workers.
Boom. Boom. What did I put on that thing? I said, if Johnny has 5 apples and it turned into 2 kangaroos, why is your credit score 500?
Oh yes.
You know?
That's funny.
Wait, no, this is gonna be my new favorite. If Johnny had 5 apples and it turned into 2 kangaroos,
Why is your
credit score? Oh shit.
Lord,
Oh,
Lord.
so yeah, that,
All
you
right.
know, it's like
You're absolutely correct.
we have economics, at the end of your school years, certain classes that are important that probably should have been implemented very early on. It's just like we know it's all they set you up for failure. You get out and next thing you know, you're getting all these credit card, this, that, whatever, you're young, it's just like, why? It's on the parents.
Yeah.
It's on the parents. We can't expect the schools to teach every single thing, but the things that they strategically leave out
Right.
versus what they put in
Right. Right.
is ridiculous.
It favors, if you make the rules, you make the rules, So, and I think now that's why a lot of people are starting to question education, because what they've been learning is, okay, when I learn about your history, like Arthur, we can trace you all the way back to Scotland, the Highlands, and all that kind of stuff. But when you start talking about, what's your last name? McHenry. Yeah, but you black as hell. Where you get that name from?
Irish.
Dude,
It's just silly if you saw a Chinese man be like McCormick. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I
Look,
saw
look.
somebody posted a video online of a homework assignment that their child got from school, and child was a black child, but went to a predominantly white school. But the assignment was like, oh, go home and talk to your aunts and uncles and find out about your family's history and how y'all immigrated and when
Oh
y'all
yeah, that's how we got
and
here.
all this kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, and she just passed it out. The teacher passed it out to this young black child, not thinking.
Right.
So the black girl, she went home and she filled it out honestly, but she had to change some of the questions. You know, it's like, when did your family immigrate? My family didn't immigrate. When was my family brought? And then she went about explaining it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the education system is not designed to deal with the modern world, first of all, and it's definitely not designed to deal with our situations. It's not built to reflect the way we learn and our experiences in this country. It's just not something that happens.
It's a vicious cycle, man, because like you have that reality. But unfortunately, when you have intelligent individuals, and I mean this in all sincerity, when you have intelligent individuals such as yourselves, and you say, hey man, this educational system is not built for us, tailored for us, serve us properly, much less even, you know, the people that made the curriculum. It's like it's a dead system of knowledge. What's interesting is, I forgot my thought. I forgot my thought. Just that quick. I forgot my
Y'all
thought.
got me on track.
You got me. I forgot my thought. Damn it! I got. It was.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
That doesn't happen rarely.
Yeah.
But the education system, it was something else. I got distracted, y'all. I'm sorry.
I wish I could. Let me try and come up with a new.
Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Lord. So what happens is when you have smart people like yourselves that say this education system doesn't serve us, most of us don't hear what you said. What most of us heard was, man, I ain't gonna learn nothing. Education is not even important.
Why even waste my time?
Why even waste my time learning X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
That's not what you said.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what they heard. And unfortunately, it's way more of them than it is us.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful with your words. When you criticize specifically religion and the educational system, because it's part of our very makeup. You know what I mean? It's part of our very fabric. So when people start criticizing the problems with education, the problems with our system, they hear the opposite. They don't hear what you're saying.
They just hear, why do I even try then?
They resign. They resign. They resign. Some of them resign. You know, it's sad. Some of them resign, man. It's sad. It's sad.
But that, I mean, you're right to a certain extent. You do always have that portion of the population that will hear that, and it's like I always say, my intelligence exists in spite of the school system, not because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
And I would venture to say the same for y'all as well. You know, it wasn't the school that made me smart. It was the things I learned at home and my mom taught me that made me an intelligent person, and the things that she enforced and reinforced in me.
That's why we got a lot of dummies now. Our parents are taking time.
But
They're taking time. That's why I applaud them.
This generation let me not sound like that.
no, but if you think about it, think about how much the average person nowadays works. Nowadays, it's even getting to the point where if you're employed, even if you're decently employed, one income is not enough to raise a family.
Look,
You either have to have two incomes, so you have two parents who are gone, you know, or you have to have multiple jobs.
He's setting up his communist manifesto.
come on.
No, I'm not, man. I'm simply talking about a work-life balance. All we're talking about is a work-life balance.
It's coming.
We have the situation. We were talking the other day about food and growing your own food. We don't have enough time to be able to do stuff like that nowadays. Those are the kind of things that need to be incorporated back into society.
We got PlayStations. We got a lot of time. See how good these kids are? We got a whole lot of time on our hands.
That's just the time we spend in trying to unwind.
We got time. We just don't have our priorities right.
Y'all just sold 5 apples for 2 kangaroos.
For 500.
Kangaroos and get more.
It's like we borrowed that. Thank you so much. Thank you so
I
much.
want that on the t-shirt for real.
So much.
Make it tonight.
That is absolutely.
500 rules.
But
Balance your credit score 500.
I wanna, if I can, ask.
That's it, man.
Along with We've Been Lied To. I had a show one day where I said in the minds of men. And one of the biggest things that I feel within our culture is that Black men can't cry. You know.
Oh, I got two that will. I got two. You want to do for the Black man? I got you. Tell me so. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I'll shed a tear. Don't bother.
I got you.
That's what I'm
Like
talking
you said
about.
I
before,
got
you bring a whole white woman, they'll cry. Educate that thing.
Oh yeah, they gotta be intelligent.
See, all this race.
They gotta have at least. They gotta have at least 3 degrees for him to shit out. They gotta have at least 3
Oh,
degrees.
they stealing that. It's all over the internet now. Oh, but what's up, T? That's my cousin, man.
All right, come on now.
Be what?
So in the minds of men.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sorry.
That's what I want to know.
No,
We
it's
went off
all
on a
good.
tangent.
I feel like we are now getting to a comfortable place within our culture or society where we are being taught emotional intelligence.
True.
Right. I always tell my daughter she can come to me about anything. I come from a household of we talked about it, don't ever bring it up again.
Right, that kind of stuff.
Stay in this, you know,
Right,
what happened in this
right.
house, stay in this house.
Right.
You know, or being told you too emotional, you
Right.
always cry, you know,
Right.
things like that.
Right.
And so with unconditioning, because not just, you know, the school
Right.
system, just your home life as well.
Right.
And trying to be a better example and create a trail for our own children. Like,
Right.
how do you as men, I know obviously you have a child.
I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I love my money and sleep.
He is the unfather.
I'm
Okay,
good.
and even if
It
it's
is
not
the truth.
children, like with
Yeah,
relationships,
dog.
you know, relationships, because even that, like
Yeah.
as a woman dealing with a guy that, you know, feels like he can't be as, I don't want to say
Vulnerable.
soft,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
vulnerable
I know what you
and
mean.
things like that. You think you always got to be macho, and it's just like, I need some nurturing too. I'll
Right.
nurture you, but you
Right.
nurture me, and you know,
But you know, y'all will turn that on us, man. I gotta be real with you.
Now we gotta get
When y'all,
Pierce.
y'all will turn it on
you
us, man.
speaking, you
Like,
speaking for the majority.
like, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm not saying you specifically. But like when you and your woman are in a bad argument and your woman really want to hurt you, she know exactly where to hit you.
I just
And sometimes, man, our women will weaponize that part against us, man.
see.
And-
I hate
and-
that. I
okay.
hate that type of woman. I hate that type of woman.
But here's what I had to do.
Yeah, really.
Here's what I had to do, Ron, is I had to stop fucking with those type of women.
I understand.
So that's really
Piss
kind of
anyone
how men love to tell women all the time, oh, you should have chose a better dude because he treated you like shit. Okay, but by the same token, sometimes we get treated like shit because we treat bad people, you know.
I feel
And
you.
so when I ran into situations where I would try to be vulnerable, I would try to be open and try to speak my emotions to a woman that I was involved with, then and if I see it being weaponized against me, oh, I'm sorry,
I'm not even saying it's justified. Either.
Right.
I'm not saying, and to T. Marie, I'm not saying that guys don't do it.
Right.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying that, you know, men, see again,
I get
that's
what
not
you're
what I
saying.
said.
Right. I
You know
get what
I mean?
you're saying.
Right.
Right. But at the same time, man, there's a mindset that we have to get over and define our
She's
own
right.
type of manhood. You know what I'm saying? And our manhood is not the white American version of manhood. That was what was forced on us.
No, it's bullets.
You gotta check
That's
out
our manhood.
It's called Black Men Are No Good. It's Black Men.
We got to make it out the hood.
Oh my gosh, and I got a whole shirt that says contrary to popular belief, black men are
Lord.
good.
You need
Black
a
men
book.
are good.
Yeah.
We got a
Okay.
book for
And
you.
that's what she's trying to say in her book, that black women need to think like
Yeah.
you're thinking. Like, you know, they're already put down by man and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're putting them down more, so what do you expect them to do?
Mm-hmm.
Keep people down, even in his own families get beat down.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
Well,
no.
how do you feel
I don't like that.
How do you feel now?
I feel y'all, I feel good.
You good?
I feel good.
So,
I'm gonna do
you
you
know
right.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got you, man. We got you, man. Thank you so
I
much.
just be in my own head.
We all good. It's all good.
And I didn't even check my watch. Y'all said we still got 4 minutes. I
Hey,
ain't never
man.
checked.
That was the point.
That was the
Boom.
point. You got any parting words, anything you want to share with the audience?
Right. Let them know where they can check out your podcast.
Y'all can check it out on Spotify, Anchor, Apple, YouTube, Consciously Tapped In Podcast.
Okay.
And you can find me, even though I am recharging and on a hiatus. Why, boom, that shirt says contrary to popular belief, black men are good.
There
Okay.
you go. Yes.
But yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram, BTAP Speaks, Facebook, BTAP Speaks, booking, BTAP Speaks inquiries at gmail.com.
Man, I love it when a woman's face just lights up. Like you, Tamir, when y'all smile, man, it's like y'all just light up the room. I love a pretty smile. Oh, you are so welcome here.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate
welcome.
y'all. This was so much fun.
Thank you, man.
You
Come by
have
anytime.
to come on your podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to come from one of my rocks.
Absolutely.
Okay.
In time.
She said she gonna come from under her pocket.
She will. In time. She will.
Do it in your time. Do
I
it in your
will.
time.
You just
But
just
this was
period.
this feels good because now it's giving me that energy that I need.
That's what's
So
up,
shout out
man.
to y'all.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to the
Thank you,
Daily,
sis.
shout out to the Daily Smoke.
Thank you, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Officially sponsored by BTAP. That's poetry at BTAP every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Come see BTAP. BTAP. And then the commercial go off.
Hey man, we trying to get everybody to that point where we all making money like that.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. And I love this setup and the whole engineering. This is
Thanks,
so
love.
This is the work did. So,
Yeah, you're an official member now.
official member.
Hey,
Everybody
you
anytime.
don't even have to jump me in.
Yeah.
Right?
I like here.
Hey, man. Anytime you want to come on,
Just because
anytime.
I'm Spanish, we got to jump in.
Coming up on the next episode.
Oh, yeah, let's get up out here before we all get stabbed.
On that note, I'm your boy, Brother Jim.
I'm Brother Ron. I'm Brother Ron.
Brother Black Hand.
We got Brother Black Hunter Cam.
We got
Thank you.
B-Tap.
And we got, of course, our sister B-Tap.
Absolutely.
So thank y'all so much for joining us on another episode of the Daily Smoke. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all. We out.
Peace.